Craig, Brian, and MJ. The Rock 95 Morning Crew on Barrie's Rock Station, Rock 95.
The other night, Craig Ross went to the Barrie Colts game, and the next morning he was telling MJ and myself that he was hanging out in the box.
Yeah.
Private box for a little bit.
5-star treatment.
Right. I thought that's pretty nice. That's first-class treatment.
It is first-class treatment.
And so it got me thinking about all these other things, these first-class experiences.
Okay.
Not something that you've regularly had, but have you had it at least once?
Okay.
Yeah.
And how nice was it? Something, because sometimes the first-class experience is something you don't love.
Okay.
You go, yeah, I'm not really interested in
I
that.
have a feeling I'm going to say no for a lot of these.
Start coming from the guy who goes sits in the box.
Yeah, that was my first time.
Okay, have you had the experience, Craig and MJ, with someone carrying your bags?
Oh.
Yes.
Yes, I've had that, yeah.
It's nice.
Resort. You go to a resort.
Yeah, they'll take that for you.
And then you just panic. Like, it's actually not nice because I panic because I'm like, do I have enough to tip?
And we're so used to doing things for ourselves that when they do it somewhere else, you're like, this feels wrong.
Yeah. And you don't want to tip because you've seen in the movies how you hand them a smaller tip and they look and they go, sir, how's about a little more?
I was a concierge. I was a guy carrying your bags.
There you go.
Look at you, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you guys ever find it funny, too, if you guys beat me to the room?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 'Cause you just got to the place and you just want to open your bag and you're like, no, I'm waiting.
I'm waiting for the guy.
Yeah. And I'm tipping for this?
Have you ever said the phrase, yeah, put it on my tab?
Put it on my tab. Have I ever had a tab?
That's a high roller thing to say.
Only at a bar.
You've said it on a bar.
That
Said it at a
counts.
bar.
You have a
Like,
tab?
add it to the tab. Well, yeah, because you're with friends and it's a night, it's my younger days and a night of drinking or whatever, and you're at the table and be like, add it to mine. And at the end of the night,
I know. I don't know if it's a thing anymore to have a
Yeah.
tab the same as it was.
yeah.
Okay, Henry Hill. Come on.
I
Wait.
can hold it down.
What
when I was
year are we
younger.
living in?
All right. Have you experienced this first-class treatment, having a towel handed to you?
Oh, at a like.
Who are you?
The
Why are you in my bathroom?
It could be anywhere.
oh, like like in a public bathroom, and like after you go.
Oh, one of those. Yeah,
people
no.
waiting.
Sure. I think
yeah,
that. I think.
yeah.
How about after a meal?
Yeah, I've had it. I've had it in the
real.
bathroom after washing hands, and
Yeah.
the guy's sitting there selling chiclets. and-
Yeah.
That's right.
They hand you a towel.
Stuff
I
he
think
hands
you
me a
guys have
towel.
both been to a restaurant in town where they give you a hot towel.
I like the hot.
Yes,
towel.
yeah,
I mean,
that's
that is
nice.
that works,
That
yeah.
is nice.
Have you ever been somewhere where you mention where you're going and they go, let me escort you. I will escort you there. An escort for Craig or MJ.
No.
Like on foot or in
Doesn't
car?
matter.
Yeah.
Either or. An escort's an escort.
An escort.
I do like
Sounds,
Have you had an escort?
no, nor have I been one either.
No, I don't think I've had that.
I have
kind of
been,
luxury.
every time I go to Casino Rama, I hand the ticket and they go, right this way.
Oh, you know what?
They escort me every time.
I had that at Casino Rama too, but I was in the wrong spot.
They took you to the wrong spot?
No, I was in the wrong spot. They took me to the right spot. So I'm like, okay, that was.
Come on, dum-dum, let's get you to the
It's a
proper
different
place.
kind of escort.
Yeah.
That's almost a kicked out. Get out of here.
Yeah,
pal.
yeah, they took me to my car. And this is very cool because Brian was talking about this in his trip to Buffalo.
Yeah,
Over
it was
the-
bizarre, I thought, that they sang at the Buffalo Sabres game the Canadian national anthem.
That's right.
That was a couple months ago, and now we're finding out they do it for every game. Doesn't matter if Canadian teams are playing. It's just something they do and that they've done. And people on the streets, when I was asking, they're like, oh, we always do that.
Even if a Canadian
so
team's not
close.
playing, it's two American teams.
Right.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I've never seen another city do that when they're not in that country. And then I told you, people were singing when I was there.
Right.
Yeah,
and
they
I'm
know
like,
the words.
I'm like, they're not all Canadians in here.
No, there's a
these-
few, obviously, but
Sure,
yeah.
but it's not American or not Canadian teams, so these are Americans singing. And then last night, you've got Boston playing Buffalo. We're in the playoffs. Two American teams. We already knew that they sang the Canadian anthem because I already saw other videos. But last night, the worst thing that could happen to a singer is the mic goes out. And the mic didn't just die. It was like in and out.
In and out, yeah.
It was awful
Catching
to
like every
hear.
fourth word. She was like, for a moment, panicking, holding up her mic. She's like, what's going on?
And they came in to the rescue, the Americans there, and sang the Canadian anthem. It's crazy.
Oh, Canada, our home and native.
you see?
That's pretty awesome.
That mic sucks.
Yeah, that mic does suck. And we've all been there before. We've had the bad mics, so you had to feel for it.
You know what's amazing, though? Like, they didn't miss a beat. Like, there was people already singing.
They were already
and everyone
singing.
just amped it up a little bit. So there was not a moment missed.
Yeah.
Like, it went on. So that...
Big thank you to
makes
Buffalo.
me smile.
It's a cool moment. Yeah, they tweeted it out, too, and was like, we always do that.
Yeah, it's the
Everyone's
Buffalo
like,
way.
And so, you know what? If you don't have a team in the playoffs, bandwagon,
There you go. It's
There you
Buffalo,
go.
yeah.
Classic rock, new rock. Get it all. Rock 95.
And we're continuing on the theme of first class. Is that right?
VIP
treatment.
I think everybody's had a little taste of it at some point in their life.
And you want more.
Yeah, sometimes you
can't
do.
afford
Sometimes you do. Sometimes it's too much. So let's see if you guys have experienced these things. Let's start with an airport lounge. Before the flight, invited to a special place.
No, never.
That's not what happened, no.
Very curious to know what goes on in there. I've never either.
There's a person in this building who that's the only way they fly is because they're such a frequent flyer, and they have this access to this lounge, and they're like, I don't care if I'm delayed, I'll just go here. I'm like, you're the 1%.
It's a big thing to brag about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate airports.
Yeah.
Don't want to be there.
Right.
Maybe you like the first class lounge.
Maybe, though. Yeah.
You go, well, that's the one time your credit card comes in handy because a lot of places don't accept that one. You know what I mean? How about getting in an elevator and going to the penthouse? Top floor.
Never done that.
Could be for whatever reason. There could be a restaurant on the top floor you're going to. Maybe you're visiting someone.
Meeting with your bookie.
Whatever it is. The penthouse. Have you ever hit PH on an elevator?
It seems illegal.
Is that what that means? PH?
It seems illegal, like going up to a penthouse. It seems like something out of a movie.
I don't know if I've ever been in a building that has one.
Oh, come on. By the way, every building has one. It's top floor is the penthouse.
Third
Okay,
floor
well,
penthouse.
I lived in a building that didn't have one.
Something more than 3 floors.
You got to
Yeah.
dress it up a bit. Okay. What about a private room at a restaurant? Maybe somebody rented it out. Birthday,
Yeah,
celebration.
yes.
Private room is very first class.
Yes, I rented out a private room for my husband for his 40th.
Yeah, I don't know if it's first class. I mean,
Yeah,
you just
it's
rented
true.
it out. I mean, nothing really special happens. You're just
You still
separated
got to pay
from...
for everything.
No, but if you're rolling in dough,
Yeah,
that's what they do.
Yeah.
It's always secluded.
Yeah.
Not with the
guess.
commoners.
I didn't feel like I was first class. I just felt like...
Well, you did it at
You were on
McDonald's. It's
display.
different. Jeez.
Hey, they have a play place there.
Come on, pal. What about a first class experience of going to a theme park and skipping the lines?
Oh.
Very VIP treatment. You get to walk by everybody who's stuck in a long line.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you just pay for that, right?
Yeah.
Well, sure.
What is it called? Fast Pass?
Yeah, it's a fast pass.
Well,
or
in
express
Disney, they
pass.
gave it to you for free for a while. They give you
did for
3.
a while. Yeah.
3
And
rides free.
You
And
pay-
that's cool. That's a nice experience to kind of walk up. That being
Yes.
said, you're always on the other end at some point in the park where you've been waiting for an hour and somebody just comes and barges right in front of you.
Very
that sucks.
true. Yeah.
So-
And it's no longer, and now in Disney World to get this pass or whatever,
You pay.
you pay in other ways.
You-
If you don't pay in cash, you pay in other ways.
You pay through the
Whether-
nose is what you do.
Going to the movies, and you are the only one in the theater.
Oh.
It is all to yourself.
I've done that.
Priceless.
I've
Yeah,
done that.
it's been great.
Yeah. Not only the only one in the theater, I was by myself. I went and saw a movie alone, so I was literally the only one in the theater.
Did the guy still come in and check on
He
you?
goes-
right on the wall?
He said, no, he came in and said, he literally said, we're going to start the movie if you want, sir, but you're the only one in the theater. And he gave me the kind of look as if to say,
Leave.
Yeah, and I'm like, roll film.
Rock 95.
Well, we are very honored to have a very special guest in the studio this week. We have got Barry Keane, and he is the drummer for the Lightfoot band and was working with Gordon Lightfoot for a number of years. Now, I don't want to age you, so do you want to tell us how long?
It was just 48 years.
48 years. That's it, huh?
You don't even round up at that point? Or what?
Say 50.
We have a very special event we're going to talk about, but before we get to that, we do have to ask about Mr. Gordon Lightfoot. Mm-hmm. What was he like to work with?
Oh, my God. Where do you start?
Yeah, I can only imagine.
An icon, a legend. I mean, he's one of the great singer-songwriters of our era, for sure.
Right.
and a hard worker, an honest man, talented beyond belief. He was. We miss him greatly, obviously, and he was wonderful to work for and to be around.
Because some people, at times, you hear of bands that, and the leader of the band isn't exactly the most kind to their bandmates, but he appreciated you, didn't he?
Well, Gordon had his moments. There's no.
Don't we all?
Craig trying to fish those ones out. Yeah.
Well, it's true, but no, Gord had his moments, and he was very particular. He was a perfectionist, so when things weren't perfect,
Right.
he let you know.
Yeah.
But again, a very extremely hard worker. He was dedicated to his craft.
Now, the decision to carry on and continue the Lightfoot band without him, that must not have been an easy one.
It actually was pretty
Was it?
easy, Craig. Yeah, no, we got together after, it was sudden. Gordon's health hadn't been good for a few years, but it was, the death came as a shock to us, really, back in May of 23. And after a couple of months of grieving, we all grieved in our own way, but we got together. The band guys got together in a restaurant out in Mississauga and said, "What do you guys want to do?" And it really became apparent that we had to keep Gord's music going. So that was the birth of the Lightfoot band.
So what's your tour schedule like? Is it rigorous, or do you just kind of play when you feel like it? Or
I wouldn't say rigorous. I think rigorous would be a bit of a stretch. But no, we'll do 30 or 35 shows this year.
Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
Quite
and
Rigorous for me.
Yeah.
Because you do the
35
Lightfoot.
dates of plans.
Yeah,
and-
exactly. You do the Lightfoot Festival, which is always a big success, right? Yeah.
we've done that the last 2 or 3 years, and we love that. It's a great bunch of people up in Aurelia, and we do the concert. We do a couple of sessions. We've talked about how Gord writes songs and the evolution of Gord's bands, and we've done a number of things up there. And
Yeah, it's not just
great.
playing. It's actually, people want to know more about Gord, right? And that's they're craving the info about it, right?
And one of the good things, there's a few good things about the Lightfoot band shows, but we don't have backstage passes. What we do is at the end of each show, we come out to the lobby, and anybody who wants to talk to us is welcome to talk to us, and that's fun to talk to the fans.
Well, you're a very approachable guy.
Oh,
You're not like one of those rock and roll drummers like Tommy Lee or anything, right? So let's talk about the gig that we have right now. This is for Gilda's Club, so this is a very special one, very near and dear to our hearts. When is it happening, and how can we get tickets?
Yeah, the Georgian Theatre in Barrie on May the 8th. It's a 7:30 show, and it is a great cause. And we had the privilege of working with Gilda Radner.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, back in 1976 or 77, I think it was.
Okay.
We did that live comedy show out of New York. What was that thing called?
Saturday Night Live.
That's that one. And Gilda was a cast member. We hung out with the cast for 3 days. It was the whole thing was just a blast.
That's wild.
Yeah, what's she like?
Gilda was. They all were. The funny thing was we had done a show called The Midnight Special.
Right.
A few weeks before that, and we thought it's going to be L.A., it's going to be laid back, everybody's going to be... It was the most uptight thing that we could imagine, and then we thought, a live comedy show in New York, oh my God, everybody was so laid back, and I'll never forget Chevy Chase coming to our dressing room with that... with the old T-shirt he wore it on the show quite a bit, but he had it rolled up in the front with a bunch of cans of beer and came to the dressing room, and he hung out with us and Belushi.
You're one of the people saying he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Yeah,
They
one
say
or two.
the opposite.
Well, this may have been back in the day when he was a really nice guy. So
That's great. So May 8th at the Georgian Theatre and in support of Gilda's Club, just a great time to go out and relive some memories from Gordon Lightfoot. You got the Lightfoot Band. And you know what? You got tribute bands, but you can't get more authentic than this.
no, that's really the the three of us, especially Rick Haynes, the bass player, and Mike Heffernan, the keyboard player, we had almost 150 years together with Gordon Lightfoot. So,
wow.
Yeah, it's the real deal.
Gilda's Club, SimcoeMuskoka.org to get your tickets. So thanks for joining us today. It's been an honor.
Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Craig, Brian, and MJ, the Rock 95 Morning Crew on Barry's Rock Station, Rock 95.